All right, so I want to cover this story about Bailey Zappe's comment about the New England Patriots play calling. And there were some rumors circulating about potentially maybe Bailey Zappe or Matt Patricia is calling a different plays for Bailey Zappe than he is for Mac Jones. I haven't really seen any evidence of that, so to speak, as of yet, but those rumors are circulating out there. But this article from NBC Sports is talking about his comments on this particular matter and Mac Jones's philosophy to approaching. So I'm going to comment on that as we go through this article. Hit that subscribe button for more New England Patriots news as we continue to follow along with the team. So Bailey Zappe, it says here, the rookie quarterback led the Patriots to back-to-back blowout wins in weeks 5 and 6 and replaced starter Mac Jones after just 3 offensive series on Monday. While Zappe faltered in the second half Monday, the fact that New England turned him to him so quickly, assuming Jones's benching wasn't injury related, shows the team has real faith in him. I believe that at that point, Chicago was up 10-0, and we needed a spark. The offense was really stagnant, and I believe Bill Belichick put Bailey Zappe in, and to his credit, immediately provided a spark by leading us to 2 touchdown drives. So the spark was definitely there. Bill Belichick knew it. He put him in, and that was exactly what we needed. I was disappointed that he did not put Mac Jones back in and give him another opportunity because he pulled him a little too early. Granted, that interception that Mac Jones threw was just uncalled for. He threw it into pretty much doubled, almost triple coverage off his back foot. It seemed to be underthrown. There's a conspiracy that maybe that ball hit the wire. I believe it did. Nevertheless, he pulled him. So let's continue on. So Bailey Zappe went on WEEI and he talked about Matt Patricia calling different plays for him and Jones depending on who's under center. And he said, quote, Matty P calls the same game for both of us. Speaking for me, I always tell Matty P to call whatever he wants, and I'll try to make it work for him. So that's the kind of mindset we go into every game. Whether it's me or Mac playing, I think it's the same plan no matter what. That's the end of that quote. And I believe that. I believe that to be the truth. So let's continue on here. It says that Jones has had on several occasions said that he liked to know why behind play calls. That means asking coaches for explanations to get better understanding of what he's running. There's nothing wrong with asking why. I think Mac Jones asking why is just him trying to understand 100% of why these plays are called. So if he's in the game and he needs to make a check, he understands why he needs to make a check. That seems to be proactive from a quarterback's standpoint, in my opinion. But I am not a quarterback, so it could be a different situation. I don't know. So this is what Mac Jones says. He says, quote, I just like to know why. When the coaches explain to me, they've done a great job of explaining. Hey, this is why we're doing this. And from there, it's my job to execute it. I'm very particular about what I'm supposed to do on each play. As a quarterback, what are my reads on this specific play? So everybody has their own job, but it's all about what do you do on that play to make a better play. End quote. It says Jones's attention to detail is part of what makes him a good quarterback. The Alabama product. Okay, we don't need to go over that. We already know what that is. All right, this is the part on what I want to get to. It says, so asking why isn't necessarily a bad thing, but longtime offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels was replaced this offseason by 2 coaches with no offensive play calling experience in Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. If Zappe is simply doing what he is told instead of asking why, that may place less of a burden on Judge and Patricia as they adjust to their new jobs. That is the problem right there. Now, I've given Matt Patricia some flack because I wasn't a believer in what the offense was doing. And then he started to roll from week 2 or 3. I think it was week 3 where he started to roll and the offense started to look like it had some life in it. And then we're moving along. We're scoring points. We're driving the ball. So I have more faith in Matt Patricia now than I did at the beginning of the season. But right here, when Mac Jones in his second season is trying to figure out what he needs to do to become a better quarterback, and he's just asking a simple question as to why, That should not be a problem for Matt Patricia or Joe Judge. And it's just that simple. They need to do a better job at communicating why they are calling the specific plays they are calling to Mac Jones, if indeed they believe in Mac Jones, which I believe that they do, but he seems to need that understanding. So hopefully that communication doesn't get broken down and they can better communicate why they're calling those specific plays. So, and Mac Jones, like I said before, I reported on it. Mac Jones is not the only person who has had a problem with the offense or understanding the direction of which the offense was going. Kendrick Bourne had an issue with his role in the offense. Jacoby Myers had questions about the offense, and several other players. This isn't some secret. So Mac Jones being a quarterback, I understand what they're saying here. You know, Bailey Zappe's just going out and doing it, so it makes it easier for him to work with. But Mac Jones wants to know why. So hopefully they can get that communication down. What do you think about this story here, or this specific issue right here with Mac Jones asking why he needs to run certain plays or why certain plays are being called at specific times? Leave a like on this video, comment down below, and I will see you in the next story.